There you are.
All right.
Hi.
Right, you are.
Can you see me? Can you hear me?
I can. There's an X
All right. Hi.
on your phone.
Can you see me? Can you hear me?
I can. There's an X.
All right.
Thank you, Laura.
Can you see me? Can you hear me?
Kristen, do you side?
Erin, how's that?
Let's
How's that? I think I need my headphones again because we went back to the old way. So stand by a minute.
see. No problem. Well, guys, welcome. I hope you have champagne. I have cake. I have champagne. I have cake. So join me if you have it. We are going to talk about wedding attire this morning. As soon as Kristen's able to hear me, she's going to talk to you guys about seersucker versus tuck it. I haven't got a clue. This is why we have Kristen. So, all right. So,
Hi.
Kristen, can you hear me? Hi. All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry. You know, I'm just going to say for the record that we are wedding planners. We are not video producers.
There is nothing that works well with us, so we just kind of go with it. So good morning, Misty. Good morning, Nisha. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are going to talk about wedding attire this morning, but as we do every Sunday morning, we start with champagne and cake. So I have my champagne and I have my cake. Chocolate cake with buttercream frosting. Kristen, what do you got?
You always have chocolate cake. I actually have pink champagne this morning. Dave's gone fishing, so I'm actually drinking pink champagne with the dog, which is actually frightening at 10 a.m. But cheers.
Cheers. Well, we have everyone here that's with us. So we have Sarah and Nisha and Misty and Laura and John and Gail, and there's a few more people that I missed, but I said hi to them earlier. So good morning. All right. So Chris, let's jump into it. Wedding attire. Tell us about it. Let's talk about it.
So we did our poll this week on, sorry, I'm still chewing my amazing cake. Seersucker, which you can't really see all of our pajamas that we wear, but we actually wear seersucker bottom pajamas because it's my favorite. It's a New England thing. So it's just kind of a fun textured material that you can actually get tuxedos in now, which is crazy to think of. And it comes in different colors. We wear gray and white. It's neutral. You can get rainbow seersucker. You can get green. You can get pink. You can get yellow. It's just kind of a fun attire for either bridesmaids dresses or groomsmen suits. And untuck it is kind of funny. You guys probably will like think about this when you see it in the airline magazines because that's where I actually saw it for the first time. But guys don't like to tuck shirts in when it's hot out. And 90% of our clients are in a warm climate. Wouldn't you say, Erin?
Yeah, I would say.
So tucking your shirt in just really doesn't work that well. I know you've got a funny kind of, well, it is kind of a funny story. You should probably share your story and we'll go into why we suggest attire and give people suggestions on what to wear in warmer climates.
All right. Well, it definitely wasn't funny when it was happening, but good morning, Larissa. Thanks for joining in with us. Anybody that missed it, Larissa was with us last week, and we talked about her hotel in Savannah, Georgia. So if you haven't looked at it, Kimpton in Savannah, look at that. And Larissa's director of catering there, so she can help. But so yes, wedding attire. When picking out what you're wearing for your wedding, definitely take into consideration the climate and what's going to happen. So when I moved to Key West, I'd never been here before, moved here in the end of June, had a wedding at the beginning of August, and it was outside, it was during the day, and I had no idea. I'm from upstate New York, guys. No idea what August in Key West looked like. So we had a wedding party, and they were in full suits, and it was in the morning. It was like an 11 a.m. ceremony outside on the water, no shade, in the sun, in Key West on an August morning. Well, I guess they partied a lot the night before, and one of the groomsmen, in the middle of the ceremony, you could just see him start swaying. And he's sweating. He's just pouring sweat down him, and he's just swaying. And I'm standing behind the ceremony at the back, and I'm like, what is going to happen? He passes out.
Oh,
Down for the count, out cold, gone. We had to call EMTs. We got him out of the ceremony. They finished the ceremony while we're working on him in the back, trying to cool him down, take his jacket off. He was just sweating. It was a combination of drinking too much the night before, not being hydrated, and having just too much on, and it was just holding, and all the heat was just holding in. So when Kristen's talking about a lot of guys don't like to tuck their shirt in because it gets too hot, really have to take consideration of what's going on. I think, thankfully, that's the only time during a ceremony that somebody's passed out that I've had to call the EMTs to take them. They missed the entire reception because they were in the hospital. So definitely, I think it was a brother of the groom too. I mean, this is 10 years ago, so I'm not quite sure, but I'm pretty sure it was the brother of the groom. Missed the entire reception, missed the ceremony, half the ceremony. And of course, it wasn't fun for the bride and groom because they were worried about it, and the rest of the family, everyone was worried about them. So attire is so important. You have to know what you're wearing and wear based on your surroundings. So, Kristen?
yeah, I think that's why I love that line, Untuck It, because they've got, it actually is prints, colors. Again, destination weddings, we kind of see the off the charts type of attire, even for the guys. So you can find something fun and you're not tucked in. You don't actually have to wear a jacket or a vest. Again, if you're layering it when it's hot out, not always so fun. I think for grooms, I always tell my grooms that buy two of the same shirt. I think we blogged about this perhaps, because you're nervous. Let's just face it, standing up there at that ceremony in front of everyone, you're nervous and you're sweating and you're normally in the heat. So by the time photos are over, you want to change. You can't really, you can change your attire, but it does look funny for pictures later on. So buy two of the same shirt and switch it out after photos are over. But check out Untuck It. Again, seersucker is just my favorite. I'm a New England girl. I know Deb's watching. Hi, Deb. She's a New England girl. She probably knows all about seersucker.
I have to
Say again.
Google it.
You're wearing it.
Why I do the numbers, guys. This is why I do the numbers.
Yeah. And talk shoes, because, I'm a barefoot girl and you love shoes. So I'm letting you lead that.
That's so funny you said that because Larissa just popped in and she said, no stilettos in the sand. So true, but guys, I wear heels. That's what I do. I can wear heels in the sand, but I've done it for 10 years. I've done hundreds of ceremonies in the sand, in heels, no problem. But I've had practice. You've probably never walked in the sand in heels, so don't do it. The first time, it's not fun. We have had somebody twist their ankle. We've had somebody halfway down the aisle take off their shoes. Dress. You have your ceremony. You pick out your ceremony. You want it. Dress accordingly. Don't go into a Catholic church and have a really low-cut dress.
Oh, boy.
Not a lot of people. Yeah, we've seen people, go in and they're like, dress accordingly to what you're doing. But for attire, I love bright colored shoes, fun, cute sneakers. We posted some pictures this week on Facebook of boots with dresses of the bridesmaids and the bride. Kind of make your attire fit your theme, not only based on heat, but based on, the decor. It all kind of fits and it makes for some really, really cute pictures. So we also posted this week there was this great article. This lady was getting married and she invited all of her guests to wear their wedding dresses to her wedding. So she was dressed in a colored dress and everyone else wore their white dresses to her wedding. I thought it was great. I love it. I would do that. I don't know about anybody else. I think that's amazing.
That was fun. That was a fun picture too, to see everyone dressed up in their dresses. My sister-in-law actually wore a red wedding dress and all of her bridesmaids wore white. It was super cute. And that was years ago, so before it was kind of a trend. So Dawn would love that she's a trendsetter maybe.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, how many times do you see, or how many times do you think you're actually going to wear your wedding dress, right? Hopefully once, right? But now, if you go to a wedding and somebody invites you and they say, hey, wear your wedding dress. Well, not only is your wedding dress going to tell how long you've been married based on the style, but if you can fit into it, how fun. Wear it for a second time. Good morning, Chris. Thanks for joining. I just think it's a great idea. So shoes, tuxedos, suspenders. I love the suspender look. I know I'm a little odd. This is probably why I do numbers. I love all of them. So
We also love the like we've seen Converse sneakers where they've actually had them monogrammed for the bridal party. That's super cute. Um, we always get questions from moms and mother-in-laws on what they should wear. I'm a big fan of pockets because the bride can't put anything typically in her dress. I wish somebody would make a dress with pockets that actually zipped off to become your after party dress. But again, like I'm not a video producer, I'm not a dress designer. But moms, try to wear something comfortable that you're going to be comfortable in too. I mean, you want to please don't wear white. Please just don't wear white. And
or
yes, or black. Well, black at night is fine, but white is not. It's not okay for anyone to wear white but the bride, unless she specifically asks you to. Oh, right, Larissa, Tom's shoes. I loved those. They were fantastic. That's another thing. Converse, Tom's. There's a cute line of shoes, and I wish I could remember right now. I think it's Vans that the proceeds go to animal shelters, which we're going to talk a little bit about today. If you know, all of us are huge dog lovers. So Erin's going to talk about something that we've decided to take on as an organization and support. But yeah, so back to moms real quick, and then we'll go there. Wear something with pockets if you can. Always have a handkerchief because you're going to cry, and you want to carry your lipstick in your pocket. Anything you can shove in those pockets and not have to carry a bag during pictures. I typically am the one standing there holding 13 purses while pictures are being taken. So
that's true. That's true.
So yeah, Erin, talk to us about what we're doing about the rescue dogs and shelter dogs.
So, as Kristen said, we are huge dog lovers, and what we've decided to do is, since it is the first Sunday of the month, we have decided that every month we are going to pick a dog shelter or organization somewhere around the country and sponsor them for the month. And the first of the month, we're going to announce it. We're going to do some posts throughout the month, and hopefully work with that shelter on getting at least one animal rescued during that month. And if we can get more than that, the better. So I'm going to introduce you guys to Lola. She's not a lap dog.
She's also not up for adoption, for the record.
Up for adoption. But 2 years ago, we adopted Lola from 2 years ago this month, actually. We adopted Lola from Paradise Pet Rescue in Key West. Say hi, Lola.
Hi, Lola. Lola.
So she is a mix, obviously. She's got some Doberman, some German Shepherd. She's probably got some Whippet or, I don't know, Greyhound in there somewhere.
Oh, boy.
But she is...
Paisley is not happy that I just talked to Lola, so Paisley has decided she wants to join this morning.
That's so funny. So Lola was found in a parking lot and in Miami, and she was begging for food, trying to sneak into the grocery store multiple days in a row, and then somebody called Paradise. She's bearing her. Paradise went ahead and took her in, and I saw the photo of her coming down from Miami, and I said, gotta have her. So debate my husband and I had, I ended up winning that one. And here's